Here we go. We are live. Live at 5. I gotta pop the collar here.
Are we popping collars?
We are. Going back to the 80s.
Into the scene. Lots of love
for the community.
To go see.
Sing it, Ceris.
Show.
Oh, we're a mess today. We are.
Yes, we are.
But it's okay. We're a hot mess, and it's Hot Topic Tuesday.
Oh, man.
See what I did there? Yeah.
Hot mess on Hot Topic Tuesday.
Hot Mess Express coming your way. Did you see the new poster I did with the fire in the background? You probably didn't. You were busy today.
Yeah, I haven't really been.
Thank God for Kevin Tolles. He shares it to the world. So
Did he?
He did.
I haven't heard from him today. I think he's done with me.
Is he? You're out. Hey, you know what? That's the theme song right there, and I'm going to back it down a little bit here. Let's back it down. That's Sweet Sister Mercy.
Okay.
I haven't seen those guys in a while. I got to catch up with them.
Mark's going to be with us on Thursday. He's going to be singing, helping us out with a few tunes.
I'll be there. You know that. We're going to do the thing with the sponsorship on Thursday, right?
Yeah. You have Jeff Meadows from Meadows Law Firm. He is our sponsor for this coming Thursday.
Great. And the next week, we've got Kent Halen.
I know.
And I'm looking forward to that as well.
I know.
It's going to be fun. I'm just going to move. I was at the Bell 4 nights last week.
You got to just get a place closer, man.
I do. I got to move in down there or something. I'm thinking about it. What's upstairs above your building? Is there any?
A Taiwanese community center.
Oh, I guess I can't move in there.
They'd be upset.
I don't fit the mold. I don't. I could be Taiwanese, I guess.
You could try.
I'd probably try. So let's see who's here today. I'm getting a lot of people saying hi. So let's roll through them here. Mr. Kevin Cooper, first up on the tote board today.
Mr. Duper Pooper.
How are you, Kevin? Tina Reed Ramsey from O'Connor's Irish Pub.
Tina Weenie.
Steve Stein. Thank you, Steve. Look at that. Carla has joined us. Carla. We love Carla.
We do love Carla.
Sorry about the coughing. Still, Steve Ware in the house. It's 2 for Tuesday right here. Hot Topic Tuesday today. Heather's in the house. How are you, Heather? Thanks for all your help at the chili cook-off. Heather took great care of the judges, by the way.
Heather came in and I literally put her right to work and I felt so guilty, but she was just like, yeah, no problem. But I didn't realize it was going to be that busy. So now I know for next year that I'm going to need help.
She was on the game, man. And Emily, who helped serve chili to the judges. I loved Emily helping and doing that
Emily
as well.
Too. What a good human, man.
And Monica, and they're just great people. You've got so many great people.
Everyone that was there are good people. You know what I mean?
We had a fun day. That was a really good time. And I had fun with Brad and Jonathan. We were cutting up about stuff. But let me tell you, you had all of them, I think. After about the 12th chili, you start to, it's like running together in your head. Like, what am I eating here? But
well, I'm not trying to be rude, but some of them I didn't need to swallow because
there was one, I will say, there was one that, I had to choke that one down a little bit. It was a little tough. It was, but Jay Grant's in the house. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay Grant.
He's going to be there on the 30th with Uncle Rico. And we're doing a Haul Around Town watch party that night, guys. Wear your Haul Around Town attire and join me at the big table.
Yeah, he's got the whole table reserved.
Yeah, for me and my no friends, so I'm going to need friends. Actually, Heather and Jerry are coming down from Heather's.
Oh, perfect.
We're going to have a good time.
I'm going to have them. They've been very supportive. What wonderful people.
They really are. They are great people. And anybody that knows them knows that. Mr. Brandon Harvey, how are you, buddy? Good to have you with us here. Chad Whelan. Chad's in the house. Brad Booger is here. I'm just going to call him Booger from now on.
Booger?
Yes. Brad. Erica's here. Erica. Third place in the judge's choice, I think. Third place or second?
She got second place.
Second place.
Oh, yeah. And the judges, did you get second or third, Erica? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but hers was good. I liked it. In fact, I'm just going to
my best friend, but I didn't. I'm just going to say.
I'm going to secretly say it was my number one pick.
Number 7 was my number 1 pick.
7 was my number 2.
That was Evelyn.
Yeah, Evelyn's got it down, though, doesn't she? I mean, to win that many years.
She'll be a judge next year. She took herself. She was like, I think it's time. I said, yeah, it's time you start judging. You don't get to play no more.
Time to retire. And she told me about, she said, I would have made it a lot spicier, but not for the general public. She goes, I like it spicy. I said, I would have loved to taste it spicy. I would have loved that. Hi, Bob Klein.
Hi, Mr. Klein.
Good to see you. Yes. Kevin Cooper is going to be on the show tomorrow, by the way, along with Kevin Fox and who else we got? Kevin, we got a bunch of people join us Wednesday with the band tomorrow. Megan Miller has joined the party today.
I'm working. I can't.
Hi, Megan. Who's that, Daisy?
It's Princess Daisy May. I'm working.
Daisy doesn't care.
I know. She really, I'm working.
My Bobo was just in here, and he didn't care either. And I was eating before the show, and he wanted what I was eating. So the only reason he was here.
Basically just told me to go fight.
Did she?
Yeah, she's like,
What's up, Izzy? Thanks for being here. Mojo Rising represented. Bill, Wild Bill Video, and Hyde's Pie Bill.
Oh, Bill, you brought me a whole pie, and I should have shared it, but I didn't.
I didn't get any of that pie.
You could have had some.
Well, I couldn't find a fork. I wasn't going to use my fingers.
I would have just put my whole damn face in it.
Yeah, you would have. I know, because you like that Hyde's Pie, man.
I do.
Yes. Kevin Cooper's changing his band name to the Ohio Crud. Yes. Isn't that true? Hi, Ed Sawicki. Glad you're back in town. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Heather, it's great that you got all that. You do all that. Thank you so much. That was great. And you were such a big help to the judges that day.
Did you just find
And Uncle Rico date again, Brandon Harvey, is the 30th. It's a Friday night at the Bell. The Uncle Rico debut. And we're having a all around town watch party. Now I will specify again, the watch party does not mean we're doing a live remote from there. We're just going to be there. Everybody's going to come watch the band. Wear your all around town attire if you want to get a picture. Maybe Jay Grant will let us take a picture with him. He's kind of superstardom now, and but he might let us take a picture with him. You never know. You never know. Hi, Daisy.
Say hi, Daisy. Be polite.
Erica got third, she said. I thought she was third.
Her chili is usually my number 1. She usually makes the best chili.
And I will say too, I'm no photographer. I'm not Ed, all that, but I did capture the loser probably in the best photo I could have captured in a day. That was the best photo ever. It was. Her face was priceless there. It was perfect, and that was good. So yeah. I enjoyed that. And I was not ready when you yelled, "Come up and take photos," because I was back in the back and drinking one of those meals that you serve called a Bloody Mary.
She does a great one. We have her launch parties this coming Sunday, guys. So hopefully people show up for that. She's taken Cincinnati by storm with her Bloody Mary mix.
That's good Bloody Mary mix.
It is excellent Bloody Mary mix.
I like it.
We've got Gina McCann and Danny Frazier playing for that party. It all starts at noon.
Wow, cool. Hi, Bo. John Esper in the house. Thank you, John. Emily Schulte here. How are you, Emily?
Hi,
hey,
Emily.
well, we got to get to the topic, though. It's that time. We've been into this long enough talking about chili and everything else today. Speaking of chili, it is chilly outside, man.
Oh, my God. It's rude.
I mean, my dogs love it outside. And when they go out and run and pee and come right back to the door, I know it's cold.
Miss Yours is going outside. Miss Princess Daisy Mays decided she's going to take her shits right upstairs on my second floor.
Oh, that's not good.
I have to take her outside. Yeah, she is not doing well. Hi, Tim. I was just texted you.
What else we got here? Dewey's in the house. What's up, Dewey? Yes, and he said, I love the throwback picture from Barbados. So, wasn't she not a hottie then, man? I mean, not that she's not a hottie now, but Ceris, that was a smoking picture of you from back then.
I was a baby.
Yeah, you had those pouty lips going and everything, man. It was really a sexy time photo. Yeah, you still do. But that was good. I like the short hair too. I thought it was kind of cool looking.
Yeah, because I had shaved my head.
Well, and the other guys look like something off Baywatch that were with you.
They were from Sweden. Swedish. They were my buddies from Sweden.
And there is my good friend Dave Evans from Mojo Rising. How you doing, Dave? Hi, Dave Evans. And we're all going to take a vote today. Should Alexa color her hair dark? She posted something about that.
Either way, it's whatever that girl is feeling at that moment, because she's gorgeous.
I love her as a blonde, though. The curly blonde hair I think it makes great stage presence, but she can do what she wants, but she doesn't want to hear that. She wants honest opinion. So honest opinion, keep it blonde. That's me.
Honest opinion. I truly, and I mean this wholeheartedly, you look like you're a stunner, blonde or brunette. So it doesn't matter. Just know that, honestly. But I think blonde stands out on stage.
I do too. I think that's why.
But you look the other way.
Polar vortex. Thank you, Brandon, for that meteorological term. Yes, it is. All right, let's talk about today's hot topic. We're talking about AI for a minute, and then we're going to get into whatever you guys want to talk about. But I want comments out there on this. This is going to blow your mind. I did a little research, and someone sent this to me, and I said, I cannot believe it's true. What? Local bands are using AI and having the picture fill the room full of patrons in a bar that doesn't have anybody in it.
Do we know any of these?
Yes, you do. Some of them. And there was a picture that was out there by someone who showed the band in the same pose that the band posted later with the giant crowd in the audience. There was like 4 people in the crowd when the regular picture was taken. They AI'd a crowd into the bar to make it look like they were busy. What do y'all think about that? I think it does a disservice to the bar, to be honest with you, but a little bit. But because, crowds, sometimes people don't like crowds. I heard a couple people say that with Top This Band on Saturday. They're like, man, it's just too crowded for me. I'm freaking out.
It was too crowded. It was too crowded. Yeah. No, it was too crowded. We usually have that down pat, but it was too cold for us to I didn't want people having to wait outside too long.
Yeah, it got a little.
It got really chilly, so it was a very, it was going to be a lose-lose because I just can't have people freezing their tushies off, and there's just no waiting room. You know what I mean? But it was too crowded for me. It was too crowded. Is it dishonest or is it smart advertising? Because whether you like a crowd or not, if a venue is going to see that, they're going to be like, oh, they
drew a crowd. Yeah, but it's fake.
Of course it's fake.
One moment. Hold that thought. I see Mr. Burroughs Tavern popped on here. I want to send my deepest condolences to the staff and family at Mr. Burroughs Tavern who lost one of their employees. And and allow me to say he was an amazing young man.
Sorry, guys.
Just wonderful. And it's got to be so difficult for them. I know it's difficult for me, and I didn't know him as well as they did, but he was just a gem, absolute diamond.
There.
And so Marcy, if that's you, my thoughts are going out to you guys. And I know this has got to be one of the most difficult things your bar has ever dealt with or whatever, but everybody stood behind you on it. That's for sure. They loved him very much. So that is that.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
It is. So let's move on to this AI thing. I want opinions out there, people. If you, Donna Kennedy said false advertising, I would think that as well, maybe.
Well,
Um,
do I think it's cool? No, I don't think it's cool, but people have been buying big followers for a really long time. People are using AI to create posts and, the authenticity of like thank yous. I mean, now when you say happy birthday, you just have to press post, like
it speeds things up. It does.
things up, and it's, hard. It works in people's benefit. It absolutely sucks for the bands that actually have busted their ass to build a crowd. Like, it's just not real. Like, it's insulting. I can see how that can be insulting. You may get booked once at a venue, but if if they find out it's a lie, well, that,
Yeah, and I was trying to think, is this band doing this? And
I can't wait for you to tell me who the band is.
Once I researched it, okay, and look, it goes on online a lot out in the whole country. I mean, these kind of things where they're now, like festivals are even doing it, superimposing crowds up over their festival to make it look like they had a huge event and all those things. And I get the fact that it's kind of ego driven. You want to look like you're the band they come see and all that. But on the other hand, you didn't bring the bar any money that night, but you made it look that way.
I wonder, did the bar call them out on the picture?
I don't know. I don't have any background as to the local picture, but I know if you look it up online, you'll find it is a trend nationwide for people to make their venues look bigger, their breweries look like it's always busy, and put the right kind of people in the picture and all that stuff. It's all, it can all be faked. Mm-hmm. Now you can put a crowd that's well dressed and standing in your establishment, which gives you an idea of an image that you want to portray. And AI is it's helped me from the point of doing posters and doing things like that rapidly. It has killed my voiceover business completely. I couldn't buy a voiceover anywhere anymore because someone can type it right into Chat GPT and say, I want a 30-second commercial with this in it, and here it comes. And you want it in Morgan Freeman's voice? Okay. So those days are over with, and that business has sailed, unfortunately. But what do y'all think about AI? Let's see. Dave Evans says, wow, that's crazy. Had no idea. And Chad says, garbage. AI can be used for good, but come on. Okay. Let's see what the always vocal Megan Miller has to say.
I mean, I use AI for my real estate to help me with that, or when, drawing a blank or something, or I'll be completely honest with you. The majority use of my AI is figuring out sometimes have no idea how to word things, and I come across as a mega fucking bitch. And because I'm very straightforward and just to the point.
We voting on that?
So no, it's not a vote. It's so, and literally in the last couple of months, I've had people think that I've been accusing them of doing something when I'm just trying to ask a question because it's something didn't make sense to me. So I asked the question, but the way I asked the question, I suppose, is coming across as rude, or, especially with new clients, because I'm so straightforward. Sometimes I just don't know how to talk politely, I suppose. So to avoid it, I use AI to translate me to sound like a nice person. I am a nice person. I'm just very black or white. It's just why did you do that?
I think your business in real estate too, you could have an advantage there, writing descriptions of homes and things like that in a very quick manner.
Correct.
And it does a great job, and you put in the items and it writes it for you. And that's mm-hmm. cool. And I will be honest. I used it not too long ago for an interview I did, and I asked it to give me 20 interview questions about this topic we were doing. And bam, they were great questions.
Were they?
Yeah.
I also use it for therapy.
Therapy?
Yeah.
Ask it what you should do.
I asked it its opinion because I'm very self-aware, and when I do something wrong, I say so. That it works for somebody like me, and they've been really helpful.
Allow me to say, Dewey, I think your comment is spot on. Another way for bands to make it seem like they are bigger than they are to generate interest.
True. It's true.
Yeah. And if I were a venue owner and I saw that picture and I said, wow, that band killed it in that venue, I'm going to hire them to play my place. And then they show up and play your place and you pay them top dollar because they look like they bring a great crowd. And the next thing you know, you have 7 people in your audience and you just went broke on the band that night.
Yeah.
That's really a kind of a jagged edge, I think. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the long run, it's not going to work in your advantage by any means.
No, it's fake. But everything today.
Lying. It's lying, but it is what it is. Whatever.
You know, some of the TV shows I follow and watch, I see these things pop up on Facebook and all that about them. And I don't even watch them anymore because I can't tell whether it's a truth about the show or it's they'll say spoiler alert, all this stuff. And in reality, that didn't happen at all, but they want to bait you into clicking on it and doing all those things. So I don't even do that anymore. But
I mean, yeah, Ed.
It's
Ed
interesting.
knows when it's a really slow night. I'm like, Ed, just, if you can't make it look like there's, some people just don't bother,
Dave Evans says, keep it real out there, people.
Man.
Yes. Overcompensating for lack of size, Heather said. Heather, come on. Clean it up.
Do AI crowd people still pay a cover? That was funny, Brad.
Who said that, Brad? Yeah, Donna, we could have a whole show about buying followers. And I know people that have 100,000 followers on Facebook for their bands and things, and they bought every single one of them. It's just bullshit. It is just bullshit. Thank you, Marcy. We're thinking about you. We are.
We are, Marcy.
Bob Klein says, once again, it's lazy. Do the work for real. Bob, do you think it's lazy to do your ads on AI, though? If you put in all the stuff you want in a poster and tell it to make a band flyer, do you think that's lazy or that's good marketing? I'd like to know. Because I subscribe to a service called Poster My Wall, and I use it, and I made all these nice posters, and it took me sometimes hours to make them right. And now I can blow it in there, and it's done in 3 minutes. So I don't know. Time's money, I guess. And Tamara needs All Around Town apparel. Yes, that will be coming back online in about a month. We just had an order, so we try to do it every couple months. So watch for that on our page. Band posted, not venue. I am sure there's venues out there doing it as well. I mean, they want to make it look like the happening place to be, obviously. If I would have had AI back in the day when I owned a nightclub and it was a dance nightclub, man, could I have done some creative stuff with it. I mean, I could have put 100 beautiful women in the shot on the dance floor, which is going to do what? Attract people to your club.
Yeah.
Because back then we didn't have any of that stuff. I mean, thank God we didn't have the social media back then. I'd have been in prison. Probably. So what do you think, Ceris?
Had a good point.
Who
that
did?
point isn't any lazier than hiring a graphic artist. If it's your idea, it's your idea.
Who did it?
Scotty Bratcher. Then he goes, but wait, can of worms. It's doing away with graphic artist jobs. That's true. It is.
It really is. It's doing away with a lot of jobs.
It is.
As I said, the voiceover world is done. The copywriters, people that write copy for shows and writers for scripts and things like that. AI is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have to give it your idea, but I think I hate to say it, but sometimes it writes better than I do, and I feel like I'm a good writer.
Sometimes I need them to kick it off for me, and then I just do my own stuff because I don't want to write something like I don't use it for my thank you posts or anything like that because I want that to really come from me, But I've used it for my real estate. That's where I really use it, is for the real estate.
And
the remarks, like describing the house.
And while we're talking about that, people are talking about being lazy and all that. you can pretty much see lazy right away when people don't understand the AI game and you make a poster for your band show or whatever. I've seen some horrific not edited poster. I mean, you can go back into it and tell you, oh no, I don't like that term, use this term, whatever. You can do all that in your poster. And some people just take it, the first one that it pops up, and throw it out there, and it's the lines are wrong. It's just like lazy city.
People don't care.
They really don't. Hi, Mike. Falsifying. When did this all start? Yeah, it's it has started long. I think David Linda said earlier in the 80s, MTV videos were all fake. I mean, they superimposed people into those to make it look like the club they were playing in had all these hot chicks and all that stuff. So it's been going on a long time, but now it's just easy to do. It's easy for the common person to do. Emily said not much feels genuine or organic anymore. It's hard to be on social media these days. AI created bands are making more money than real ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shame? And Marcy says, don't agree with bands putting fake people on any post in my venue. Don't like that. Yeah. And, not even to get into the whole thing of diversity and making your crowd look like a diverse crowd when maybe it's not that kind of bar and all those kind of things. I mean, you could do all kinds of things there that could be detrimental to your business in a second, or detrimental to your customer base if they come once and it's not what you put out there. It's the bait and switch thing a little bit.
Oh, natural.
Yeah. And speaking of that, speaking of diversity, can I just say, what a crowd you had Saturday night, made up of all walks of life, all kind of folks.
Good folks all around.
Everybody having a great time together.
What top this band brings is literally just people that want to have a good time and dance.
Would you rank them as one of the top party bands you've ever seen?
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I would too.
I want to say that. Yes, I would rank them as one of the top party bands that I've ever seen. And they get better and better with every single show.
And what a bunch of good guys.
Oh, they are my heart and soul right there. Those are good guys. Cherie and Mike from the News, they booked them for their New Year's Eve party this past year. They were going to come for ours for Miss Jackie, but they love Tapas Band, so they booked them, and I think they're booking them again for next year. I mean, they're solid humans with unbelievable talent, and they put on some of the best shows I've ever seen. And his voice is unreal.
His range is amazing.
You feel like you're listening to the radio, listening to him.
It's so special. And those guys just, as I think Bob Klein said on yesterday's show, they hit the gas and they never stopped. Mm-hmm. I mean, they push play and went, and it was just that kind of show. And no slowdowns, no talk between songs, nothing. I mean, the biggest thing they said is like, "Hey, Belle and the Bear, you having a good time?" And bam, next song.
Yeah, they're family. They're family there, man. That's our. Yep. We're a team. We're a really good team. I love them so much.
Yeah, I would recommend, if you haven't seen them, folks, go see them wherever it may be, but especially at the Bell. It's a good environment for that. And I think everybody's got the same idea about this AI thing. You don't know what's real anymore when you watch stuff. I mean, some of it you can tell when a gorilla does cartwheels and backflips and things like that on some video. You figure it's AI generated, but
you know what's creepy is when people are using AI on children. I don't like that. That's weird.
Yeah. Although I do laugh at the baby videos, the little babies that are talking.
I like that. Those are funny.
I do.
Like the whole. I don't know if I'm going to make any enemies with this. I'm not a big fan of that whole pageants, children in pageants and stuff like that.
Amen.
They have like 10 inches of makeup and I'm just like,
yes.
it's odd. And I just don't.
eyelashes you could surf off of.
Like,
Yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, it's
it's,
bad.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I do
And
like funny baby things and funny, like, those, but
pageant moms too can take a hike. Crazy women. Some of them. Crazy women. Ed, let's see what Ed has to say. Ed's always got good insight. What do you got to say, Ed? Says images should look as good as possible, but represent reality. I would never add patrons. Someone manipulated my images to do so. If it's a spoof or throwing out a humorous meme, that's different. Yeah. Yeah. And, Ed, even I have to edit my photos sometimes. I have to clean them up a little bit because you always, something happens and you want to clean it up or crop it to get something out of the picture you don't necessarily want in it, but that's okay. But this AI thing of being able to say, oh, give me 200 people in the bar, superimpose that over the seated area. And you can always tell, though, AI is not perfected enough yet. Because I did one day with Jamie Combs and we were in these like medieval costumes or something. And I looked down and somebody made the comment, does Jamie Combs has sausage fingers? And his fingers look like big bratwurst. I mean, his fingers are like big fat fingers in this because the AI didn't make it right, and I didn't catch that obviously when I posted it. But so you got to, I don't know. It's the way of the future, I think. I don't think we're going to get away from it.
Oh, no. It's going to take over everything. I mean, that's a fact. So we're going to have to embrace it. Yeah. I personally, and I don't know that it will happen. I just hope that there's a really good balance.
What's Bronson got to say? Till AI starts showing up wearing thrift store clothes, drinking Miller Lite, and forgetting the words to songs it wrote, I'm not going to worry about my job. Thanks, Bronson. I love you guys, man. But yeah, Daisy, do you not like AI either?
No, she doesn't.
I think she disagrees with it.
She's very unhappy.
Don, I agree 100%. Integrity is a lot in my book. And loyalty, truthfulness, honesty, integrity, they all lump into the same thing. And if your band's got that, I'm happy to be around you. If you're fake as hell, then I don't want to be around you.
That's right, Dewey. He does.
What do we say? I'm so behind in the comments here.
He said Ed is exactly right. And I've seen him shoot late nights at the Bell. And he focuses on the band more than the crowd. There are tasteful ways to do it. There is. I'm not going to pretend like I'm having a super busy night if I'm not. Also, not every night can be super busy,
Right. What's up, Dell? Thanks for being here.
Some of my favorite bands don't bring a crowd, but I love them.
Mm-hmm. What are you eating today? Oh, my God. You are an eating machine.
I sure am.
You are. If I ate as much as you did, they'd have to tether me and put me in the Macy's Day Parade as a float. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. Brandon, what do you got to say?
I don't know that I like this sweater. It's this view.
So, Brandon, Jerry on top of this band. Good. Jerry is, I mentioned yesterday, in my opinion, one of the best bass players in the entire region.
Agreed.
Fantastic. And not just his playing ability, but his style. His style is just so funky and cool. I love it. Really love it. And Dave Evans, the energy is always great with Mojo Rising.
Oh.
And the Bell.
Oh, I love Mojo so much.
I do too.
Another band that is just an absolute joy to work with every single time. Just lovely. Scotty
Bratcher just went deep with that comment.
What did he say?
Can you imagine how easy making Jurassic Park will be now? Yes. I had to go find real dinosaurs. Oh, my God. Scotty's going to host the Shred Off. Throw that date out there, Mama.
Oh, March 22nd.
Hello?
Sorry.
Are you selling or buying homes right now? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're doing something.
March 22nd. with Scotty Bratcher as the host, and we got Reb Beach coming back, and he's going to judge.
Awesome. And the lineup of judges is great, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we're switching. We wanted to switch it up.
No, that's good. And I'm glad Mason's judging after winning.
Well, that's so that's where I wanted to start, because I was like, of course, we got to have the last winner to be up there. Joe's in, yeah. We got some, like some people that we know that have actually signed up. Dave Taylor's going to sign. He signed up too. So that will be good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun day.
Rob Olson, he's going to also donate all that gear like he did last time, which is awesome.
And I think we've got Rock House the night before.
We do.
With Bob Klein, who's making a comment right now on the screen.
Is he?
Ads for marketing purposes is great. I have issues with not being genuine. The scenario you're talking about isn't honest. It's deceptive. And you back it up with the receipts. Don't do it. Yeah, that's my thought too, Bob. I think the crowd thing is bullshit. I mean, it really is. It putting a crowd in to make yourself look like you had all these people there is not right. And it's not fair to the bar either.
It's not.
I mean, because they didn't make any money that night. And I think the posters, everybody's doing it now. I mean, I used to think, wow, my posters are creative. Now it's just run of the mill because everybody can do it.
I still make my own posters.
Do you?
I don't like the way AI does the posters. You can just tell that they're AI.
A lot of the same colors, I've noticed.
Yeah. So I just make my own posters. I really, that it is so time consuming. Like it takes me, I don't even want to talk about it. It takes me a shit ton of time, but I also just really enjoy it because it's me. Do
you find it's a little bit therapeutic to make those too sometimes?
I do, and I just find it therapeutic to just, I never want my businesses to be anything but authentically me.
Makes sense.
And the reason I use AI for the real estate is because I listen, I'm not a fucking delicate flower, so I need help with being gentle with my wording and stuff.
Brandon Harvey, your question, have I talked to any of the band members regarding that and been called out? Absolutely, I did, actually, because I know them well enough. I felt like I could send a message, and I sent a message and got a response back, and they took the picture off. They said, thank you for calling this to our attention. We realize that it may have implications, I think was their comment, that may have implications further than just making our band look like we had a big crowd. So stand up enough on their part. That's my opinion, at least. They took note of it. And I certainly wasn't demanding they take it down, but I think they thought about it a little and probably had a little band confab and said, yeah, let's take it down.
Somebody in the band... Hold on. Somebody in the band did it, but somebody in the band said what?
No, I sent a message to the band, to the members of the band that I knew, and I said, what's up with this? And I sent both pictures. I said, you've added people. And they said, yes, you're right. And we thought we were trying to make our band look like we had this big, massive concert crowd there and all that kind of stuff. And they said, now that we think about it and your points you brought up, because I said, what about the venue? What about the next venue that wants to book you, saying, oh, they just drew 250 people in this venue. And they listened, and I think they had a little band meeting and took it off the internet. So maybe they'll think about it next time and think, I mean, I get the reason they want it.
I don't think they did it with any ill intent.
None.
I don't even know who the band is, but they didn't do that with any ill intent or try to scam anybody. I think they were just thinking it was a good business, This can only help in their head. They're not thinking past it. It's just.
Well, and they want themselves to look like a giant touring rock band. Right. And they came in and here's this huge crowd and, everybody had their hands up in the picture. And, yeah.
You're right. It would look better with more people.
Right.
But no, I doubt that they had any ill intent or anything like that.
No, and I think they were very stand up with their response back to me, and they said it wasn't our intention to be fake. And he says, but yet we were being fake. He said that, so I get it. I mean, I get why they would do something like that and make themselves look like they had this big crowd. But on the other hand, So if Ceris books you when she looks at that picture and said, "Man, that band draws,"
Yeah.
and then you don't bring anybody, what's the end result of that?
Well, it's the same as you remember we had that topic because I had that one band who wanted far more money than they brought in. And I made them that deal because they didn't bring, they didn't help me bring. And I'm not saying they have to be, they're entirely responsible for bringing people, but it is a joint thing. And, either your brand generates a crowd or it doesn't. And so I said, I'll book you again. We'll give it one more shot. And they're like, okay, well, we want more money. And I said, well, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you what you're asking. And if it's exact same as it was last time, you'll never play my stage again. Or you can work at building a crowd and play my stage, because it was basically asking for a raise without without actually doing the work. That never makes sense to me.
Is AI an updated version of how hotels used to represent how nice the rooms? Yeah, in the pool area. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I agree. I agree with you 100% on that one too. I think that's right, spot on. And you could dress your bar up to look like, it's got white tablecloths and candles on every table and all that. And it's some fancy joint if you wanted to make your AI picture look that way. But when somebody shows up, they're going to be like, okay,
that ain't real.
That's not what we looked at in the picture for Marriott hotels, Yeah, I agree. Carl, that's a good point. All right. Anybody have anything else on this topic today? We want to hear about it. Let's wish for that snowstorm to go east, like they're talking about.
Snowstorm. We're not doing snowstorms. Listen,
this weekend.
I can't afford it.
Nope, we don't need that. And if you have a comment here about this AI topic, throw it in there. We could talk about AI for weeks and its implication on the music business. You don't want to talk about it for weeks, I know, but we could. I mean, just the way AI generated music is doing things that harm the musicians of the world. So
yeah, there's that.
A lot of that.
Very true.
I mean, we used to talk about track-based bands and bands that played backing tracks and all that. Now we have a whole AI show. Milli Vanilli was ahead of their time.
They really were.
They really were. Milli Vanilli. And, I think Diane Warren wrote a Milli Vanilli song, actually. And she's written so many great hits. And it's got to embarrass her a little bit that they put these two guys up there lip singing it because she wrote the song.
Dewey, I don't necessarily agree with that, the full door deal, because then I feel like if it's a slow night because it was like bad weather or there was a lot of competition, then I feel like the band ends up getting screwed.
Yeah, so, I would never run a bar with door money for the band.
Do that. What I do though is your base. What I have done is your base is this, and then anything over, and that comes from the door, right? That's so you have your base. So let's just say, and I'm just using this number. Your base is 500. If you make that at the door, that's obviously whether you make that at the door or not. You're still going to get your 500. Anything above the 500 that is made at the door, you can have that too. Not 500 plus the entire door. It's,
right. It offsets your cost.
Yeah, no matter what. And that caused a big fight with a band that I couldn't believe it because they were so, I don't want to talk that was a while ago and that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But you remember that? But
yes.
So your base is 500. And once we make 500 at the door, if we don't make 500 at the door, you're still going to get 500. If you make 500 at the door, then anything above that is also yours. So I've done that.
Makes sense. And now we know, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news right here, that Carla has a little white butt. Thank you, Carla. Brian B. Schutz, what do you got to say? Saw a video last week of local artist or act they posted of them playing. It was pretty obvious that they re-recorded over it to make it sound better. Vocalist was turning his head to side, and the vocals never changed. Yeah, if it's a promo video and you just, you're doing clips in the background, whatever, but I get it. That's kind of fake news too. It is. Bob Klein says Mojo Horizon's on his list. Good. Good.
It's Scott's dogs. They're not in here.
Does Daisy hear my dog barking?
Yeah.
Hey, Bobo.
Well, Chad, I used to do that all the time. And then I had that incident where this band who I don't think they made the entire door, but they didn't make their entire thing at the doors, but obviously they had their bass and then that was it, right? Or something like that. And they were like, well, you have to give us the door and that bass. I said, no, it's no matter what, you're getting 500, but I'm not giving you 500 plus the whole door. That's not how that works. How does that? A good deal is a good deal for everybody involved. I'm not trying to take the money you're bringing in, but you're not going to take my money either,
Say hi, Bobo.
Oh, hi, Bobo. Yes, I had to
beat me to death
because people started getting really greedy and nasty.
Well, I had to let him in.
Thanks, Chad.
You want to talk? You want to talk?
What does he have to say?
He wants to kiss me is what he wants.
Oh, that's a cutie, isn't it?
He is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He is.
That's a cutie. What should I eat for dinner?
I don't know. Well, you've already had dinner, it looks like.
I had chips.
You make me laugh. By the way, I watched you spit out some chili on Sunday. If I'd had a camera then, what a classic look it was on your face. It was like somebody just put the nastiest in your mouth you've ever had. It was awful.
I do not hide my face tells all of the stories.
Yes, the Hawk-Tua girl had nothing on you. You were spitting that stuff everywhere. It was awful. It was. Hi, Steve. Says we're all infants in the digital age. We are. And somebody's going to end up setting boundaries there, I think, eventually, somewhere, I hope. Otherwise, we'll be all robots.
Well, yeah. There's going to be no need for us.
No need for us, yes. The world will run on robots. Bobo will be fed by a robot. Won't you, buddy? Right now, he depends on me, but, a lot of venues do X versus the door.
Heather, she regurgitated it back into the cup like a bird.
It was priceless. And I looked over there and I caught
Dana's.
I caught this out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, what is she doing? And the next thing is this big right back into the cup. Oh, it was awful. It was awful. Oh, Bo left. Somebody's out front. Bo, get back in here. Come on. He's all worked up. All right, we got anything else today? Because there's Alex. Alex, I voted blonde. Alex. I vote blonde. Sorry.
I think you look hot as shit, blonde or brunette. Honestly, I think you pull both of them off. I think blonde stands out more on stage.
I would agree. I concur. What's Bill got to say? Let's listen to Bill. Hopefully he's not talking about AI lights.
No, he hates AI.
No, I know. Quit watching network news. Yeah. I mean, the whole media, everything. I mean, I'll give you Scott's opinion on it. And I was a guy who worked with the media and the fire service for 35 years. I was a spokesman and I did all kinds of stuff. Stood at 9/11 with, 70 microphones and cameras in front of me. But I will tell you that the media is the devil. I hate to say it, but the way it's spun, and you can love the anchors. I love Cherie. I love Mike. But they are driven by the bigger machine. Trust me, they have to deliver the news in the way the machine says to deliver it.
It's true.
And it's sometimes very, very, very one-sided. And I'm not even talking politics.
No.
I'm just talking. If it bleeds, it leads. We got to dramatize everything and make it sound. Watch the weatherman this weekend. If they say it's going to snow, the weatherman will scare people into clearing out every shelf in Kroger, and they'll be at home
with intent,
hunkered down.
There's a reason why they do that.
You think? For their advertisers? You think that's how that works? Yes. And Alex loves Bobo. Bobo is a sweet dog. He is. Thank you, Alex. I love Alex. Alex, a wonderful young lady that's got a lot of stuff going on that stage. So, yes, we took a vote earlier on her hair.
The first time she was on stage to now is night. Here's your Jameson, Steve, and fucking day. Girl.
Can I pitch a bitch for a minute?
Okay.
Why am I still buying my Jameson at your bar?
I have no idea.
Even Jess the other night says, do you want this on your 65 Jameson tab? I said, no, don't do that.
I know you're the one who keeps buying it.
Well, I only do that if you say it's okay. And your bartenders don't all know that. So, it's just, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Especially when it was busy, like Top This Band night, man. They were humping back there. Holy crap.
It's not the biggest drinking crowd. And when it's super busy like that, it's like a lot of people just don't even bother trying to get drinks either way. It's not beneficial to be that super busy, just so you know. So we do try to control that. But like I said, it was just too cold to have a line. I just couldn't do that to people.
There you have it. I think we're done today. We done? Who's at the bar this weekend?
Right now we have a new one because we're starting this like acoustic series where once a month we're bringing once or twice a month. I haven't decided how many times on a Tuesday so people can showcase their covers and everything. This is my way of slowly bringing in, not covers, originals, my way of slowly bringing in original music, to make it. So we have a first timer that twice as nice. So they got, covers and originals playing tonight. Then tomorrow we have Gina and Johnny Band with Brandy. On Thursday, we have the Jam, which is sponsored by Jeff Meadows. And on Friday, I'm drawing a blank. I know who it is because they're one of my
faves.
It's Jeff Vance's band, Velveteen. Yeah, everybody's going to come out there and support Jeff on Friday. His band, Velveteen. Saturday, the Michelle Robinson band. And then on Sunday, we have the launch party for the Queen Z mix.
Yes.
Ashley's Bloody Mary mix. Yeah.
Yes, Bob, I did use that at the bar. I said, you obviously don't know who I am. And I got the response back from the bartender was, oh, you're that guy that does Ceris' show with her. That's what I got back. Fuck. Can I say that? There, you take one back. Take one back. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Velveteen,
everybody.
Yes. Velveteen, Jeff Vance and company.
James, what is your name?
Daisy.
Daisy, did you shit in the house?
No. I hope not. That is not good, Daisy.
It's too cold for her. She's just a baby. I'm taking you outside. I'll take you outside.
I would say she's sensitive to the cold.
You just farted again. I gotta take a shit.
All right. Thanks for giving us that info. We appreciate that. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, everybody. Tomorrow, Kevin Fox and company will be on the show talking about a benefit they're doing. And that'll be at noon. And then Thursday, it is Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's Cafe. And I'll be at the Miamisburg Moose tonight with my antlers on doing trivia. So join me for the Moose tonight. And Joe Coles is throwing one in there. The door thing is great, but I'd even be willing to go a step further. I'd take less if I knew the bar spending money on a real promo. Interesting. Hold that thought, Joe, for another day. Yes.
I
don't know. I'm not following. Stay warm, everybody. Thank you, Brandon Harvey. Good to have you with us. Guys, get out and support some live local music this week and the bands and venues that bring it to you. Please, please do that. And don't forget to hit the share button on our show. We'd love for you to share the show with your music loving friends. Ceris, thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks, everybody.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll see you soon. Let's put on the cheesy smiles for the end of the Joy and Judgment right here. Bye. You know what? And I want to see a show. Want to see a show?
Book a face.
I was at the Bell 4 nights last week.
Yeah.
I need to move closer.
Yes, you do.
Putting the miles on the truck that way. Yes. Thanks, Bob Klein. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, Bob.
Carla.
Thanks, Carla. Love you.
Hi, Sean Fitzpatrick. There's Sean.
Bye,
I haven't
Alex.
seen Sean in a long time. Bye, Alex. Thank you.
He's a musician.
He's awesome.
He is awesome.
Show. All right, we out of here, everybody. Tune in tomorrow at noon, live, right here. Be here. Ceris, take it away, my dear.
Disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they represent.
That's it. We out. Bye, everybody.